then, so final video review for this week was for my paperback read, which was Greengage Shelf by Emma Sterner-Radley. So I have just posted my Goodreads review. If you want to check that out, if you're on Facebook or on my blog, there is a link in the post, and if you're on Facebook, there is a link in the description below. You can also check out my introduction video for Greengage Shelf to get a good look at my gorgeous paperback. That is on YouTube, and there is a blog post, and there is Facebook, so you can find that on there. So go and check that out and have a look. And like I said, this is the video review for Greengage Shelf by Emma Sterner-Radley. So Greengage Shelf is the second book, well, technically it's the third book, but it's the second full-length novel in the Greengage series, and it follows on from Greengage Plots and then the little novella, which is technically book number 2, which is Greengage Holiday Cheer. So I have read both of those, so I was really excited to read Greengage Shelf and see what Kit's up to now on her little island of Greengage. And this was the best thing since Greengage Down. Like, I was so excited to read this whenever Emma releases a new book, and it's been a while, and oh, it's so worth the wait. Like, Emma writes amazing books, and I love them. I love her storytelling, I love her humour, I love her quirks, I love everything about her writing. And then she came up with this Greengage series, and it is just the most perfect thing, and I love it. So Kit's still kind of adjusting to her life on Greengage, and she's back in detective librarian mode for Greengage Shelf to help solve the mystery of a missing book. And of course, you know, it isn't the only mystery for the island of Greengage. It's full of mysteries, and of course it's not the only worry for Kit. So relationship worries with the lovely Laura also are keeping Kit on her toes while she's on her mission to find the missing copy of a book of a older lady on the island who is very distraught that her book has gone missing. And so, you know, Kit has a lot to do. You know, she's a very busy person, is Kit. She's all over Greengage, and she's always busy, and everyone always wants her to solve everything, or as the case may be, some people don't like her trying to solve everything, but Kit's going to do it anyway, because that's Kit, because she's awesome. She's going to help out someone, a friend, a fellow Greengager in need. So I was already in love with this quirky island. I really was. And with Kit. And then after reading, like, this book, I know I love it so much more. I really do. I want to go live on Greengage. It sounds like the most fun and amazing place to live, like, ever. I know, like, you have to come back to, like, mainland to get stuff, but Greengage just sounds awesome, and they do awesome things there, and they have so much fun, and I would really love to be there, but I'm not. But I really want to be there, and the book really makes me feel like I'm there, and it really makes me feel like I'm part of their little community on their island. And Kit's amazing. Like, she really makes the whole story for me. But what was even better is the thrill of the mystery. Like, the way Kit gets involved, and then she has all these little quirks. Like, Kit's a likeable character. You can't help but love her. I mean, she genuinely doesn't mince her words. She speaks her mind. She is very caring, very kind. She knows there's some difficulty in Laura's life when her sort of half-mad uncle comes to stay with her, and that throws a spanner in the works for their relationship. And Kit's very understanding of all that, and, you know, she's off being her great detective self and her sleuthing, and she just creates a really exciting story that keeps me really gripped. While, you know, I love the way that she off she goes, and she's on a roll. Like, she'll say what she means. She won't, like I said, mince her words. She's busy investigating. She's suspicious of everyone, but still trying to be friendly. And she has this amazing way of getting information out of people as well. She's, like, very likable. You can't help but tell her stuff. So Emma just has an amazing way of combining her quirky sense of humour with idioms that only such unique and memorable characters could possess. Like, literally every character on Greengage has their own little bit of personality, and it's taken a lot of creativity to invent such flamboyant characters, really. They're all a little bit different, and they're all a little bit strange, and they all have these. And I mean, the one character that I really loved was Uncle Maximilian, because he was just such an invention. Like, he was so extravagant and out there and annoying, but he really made the story, especially, like, the difficulties that he caused Kit and Laura, but mostly Kit, because he really frustrated Kit, and you really got a good sense of that, and I absolutely loved that. And like I say, you got to know Kit, like all her thoughts about it and everything, and it was brilliant. And so, you know, it just, all the silliness and quirkiness really builds in, and it just keeps the book fun, you know, and it brings the main plot or subplots. It just makes the whole book a joy to read, because it's all just fun. And even though like there's an underlying like bigger plot, which is this missing book, all these little bits and little subplot bits just really make for a really interesting read. Now, it had me absolutely giggling for ages. So, you know, there's this book is just like, there's nothing about it that I don't like. It was totally impossible for me to not like it. I loved every second of it, as I knew I was going to, and I'm totally dying for more from Greengage now. Like, Kit needs more adventures, just so that I can experience them with her. And I love being in that detective mode with her as well, because like she's going through the motions of trying to figure out who's like done what, and I'm like, yeah, totally, you're onto something here, Kit. You are totally onto something here. I know when she's onto something. I'm on the same level with her. We're tuned, we know. And so like Kit and Laura's relationship only grows in this book as well, and you know, they just fit together like puzzle pieces. They're just so perfect, and they complement each other even though they're so different, and they're both unique in their own way. And I just love the way they have this really well balanced romance, and the banter between their romance as well. Like, it all just adds to the comedy humour of this romance, and it just really makes the book fun. It just, all the joking around and messing around, and it makes them so endearing, and it makes them so lovable and realistic. And they very much remind me of two people who I very much admire, and I think you will all know who I mean. And I totally love Laura and Kit for that. I love who they remind me of, and I love what they bring as well to my reading experience. I love that fun, jokey, in love but totally gonna banter relationship they have. It's just perfect. It's so perfect, and Emma captures it perfectly, obviously, because she's brilliant. But I really couldn't put this down. Once I picked it up and I started it, I kind of needed to get to the bottom of the mystery, a bit like Kit. And I mean, Kit needed my help, so I couldn't refuse, could I? I mean, I had to read the book so that she could solve the mystery. And this is just, when you get books like this that you don't want to put down, and you don't want them to end, and it was just totally amazing. And so, yeah, more from Greengage now. That's what I need. I really can't wait for more stories from the island of Greengage. And I mean, it was just brilliant. Like, I can't recommend it enough. I absolutely loved every second of it. And I'm so glad Emma wrote it. Like, I really am. I'm so glad that we waited, and she brought us another amazing installment to her Greengage series. It was fabulous. So I'm going to pop a link in the description so that you can go and grab a copy of Greengage Shelf, because you know you want to. And if you've read Greengage Shelf, please let me know what you thought of it. Come and talk to me about it. How much do you love Kit? How much did you love the mystery? Who was your favourite characters? Like, everything. Like, come and talk to me about Greengage. Would you go there on holiday? I totally would go there on holiday. It would be totally awesome. And if you haven't read it yet, if it's on your to read list or you're interested in reading it now, again, get in touch, let us know, because it's always great to hear what you're interested in reading it. If you do read it, I hope you love it as much as I did. Bye!